Hi, welcome back after the Easter holidays. What we're going to be doing this term is we're going to start off with looking at integration. So integration is linked to a function and to differentiation. So let's just say we have a function that looks a bit like this. So there's my x and y axes. Okay, and we've got a function that looks like this. Differentiation will give us the instantaneous rate of any change at any point. So it will give us the gradient of the tangent at that particular point. Whereas integration will give us the area underneath the curve. So say we're looking at between this point and this point here, we want to know what area is underneath that curve. Integration will provide us with the area between our function and the x-axis. So let's look at this function here. We've got a function of x, and we want to know what the area is in underneath that curve, between that function and the x-axis. Now we could use a trapezoidal method, or in this case a rectangular method, but we know that it only gives us an approximation. However, we also know that the narrower we make the width of our rectangles, so the more rectangles or the more trapeziums, if you're using the trapezoidal method, you have, the closer you're going to get to the actual area underneath the curve. So the narrower the width. So just like when we did differentiation, we found our rules for differentiation, we created a limit between our 2 points of 0, we can do the same thing for integration. And that's going to provide us with the rules or the methods to find the integral, okay, which is going to give us the area between our function and our x-axis. So instead of doing lots of trapeziums and adding them up, okay, which is quite tedious, we can do the integral, okay? And so basically integration, or finding the integral, is the opposite or the reverse of finding the derivative or differentiation. So if we had a function that was x squared, or x squared plus c, we know that the derivative of that is going to be 2x. If we have a function that's 2x, then our integral, or our integration of that, is going to be 2x plus c. So we'll just have a look at what we want to do with regards to that in our next video.